We've all heard about the dream, making money while you sleep, landing on the beach while your bank account grows, enjoying the freedom of passive income. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that's because in many ways, kind of is. The reality of passive income is much more complex than the name implies. There might be ways to earn money more passively, but setting it up, that takes time, effort, energy, and maintaining it, that takes even more work. And I personally think that while passive income is a nice goal, pursuing active income will give us a lot better results. Let's dig into what passive income actually means and how you can achieve it. The appeal of passive income is strong. Who wouldn't want money rolling in without lifting a finger? It stands in contrast to the typical 9 to 5 where time and energy are exchanged for salary or wage. But then many of us get to a stage of our working lives where we question what the point of it all is. We're too exhausted to put more time and labor into something that has a certain ceiling of reward. So some of us dream of the passive income source that gives us financial freedom, a better work-life balance, and better security. However, the common perception of passive income is often far from reality. Passive income is not a golden ticket. It's not a magic money tree that suddenly sprouts cash. It's a result, an outcome of wise decisions, strategic efforts, active involvement, and yes, some hard work. While the word passive might suggest a hands-off approach, achieving it often requires more work, planning, and dedication than one might think. And unlike a conventional job where you're paid directly for your time, passive income may require months or even years of work before it starts to bear fruit. It's not so much effortless as it is a strategic investment of your time and energy that can lead to compounding returns down the line. I want to share a few situations from my own financial journey which highlight the active or passiveness of each. Buying a place and renting it out might seem like a simple money-making opportunity, but there's a lot more to it than buy, collect income, and sell. Consider things like stamp duty, renovations, property management, tenant requests, upgrades, advertising vacancies, and market preparation. This is all after you've done your own research, assessed the properties, got your money in order, and committed to owning and buying one. I've been a landlord, and while it wasn't a 9 to 5 job, it was far from a passive position. Income from dividends is a prime example of passive income. Owning dividend-paying stocks or shares lets you collect regular payments. But how do you get started? You'll need to learn to invest in shares, research products, decide what to invest in, choose a platform. You also need to invest money or contribute regularly to make the dividends meaningful. Monitoring and tracking are essential too. It is a bit of work, but with the right guidance, it can lead to substantial income over time. But there is a lot of active work up front. Another avenue of passive income for the modern era in particular is content creation. The idea of a blog or a channel that effortlessly brings in cash might seem like the dream, right? It took me 2.5 years of writing on a site that no one visited before it made any money. And that income only came from me providing regular updates, like sending out a weekly newsletter or providing new articles. Yes, there is passive income to be made from those articles and courses already built, but that's only part of the story. Keeping them relevant and promoting them is an ongoing commitment that requires consistent effort. It's not just about creating the content, it's about nurturing and sustaining it. The common denominator in these examples is that they all took some time to earn a decent income, and all of them required me to put in the work to get them to a place where the income felt meaningful. But the key difference here was the income became less of a trade-off of time and money. Unlike a conventional job where you clock hours to earn your pay, these streams can turn into something more self-sustaining, rewarding you for the early effort and strategic decisions you made. They can be nurtured into providing consistent returns, minimizing the time spent, while maximizing the income you receive. Now, before I carry on down the path of telling you how much effort passive income actually is, I want to share what I think is a better way to frame our minds on how it's supposed to work, and how it can be reasonably achieved as well. If passive income is your goal, understand that it's not simply turning on a money tap and watching the cash flow out. It's a result, and to achieve it, you need a strategy, and that strategy has you becoming an active income builder. Actively building income doesn't mean trading all your time for money. It's not about working overtime or getting a high-paid job. It means investing your energy in finding ways to create and grow assets that generate income, like choosing to invest, enhancing your skills, starting a one-person business, or even creating and selling a physical product. Consider it a journey of phases. First, the learning phase. Understanding the basics of the path you've chosen, whether it's investing in shares, starting a blog, or exploring other income-generating assets. Dive into the learning materials available to you, experiment with different strategies, make mistakes, and learn from them. Then the building phase. This is where the groundwork is laid. And you start to build the foundation of your future passive income stream. Go ahead and invest your time and energy, even if immediate rewards aren't apparent. Keep focused on the bigger picture. This is where most people quit and move on to the next shiny thing. You really want to get to the next phase, which is the refinement phase. This phase is where you begin to see rewards start to trickle in. You've learned what works, and it's now time to refine and optimize the approach. Assess your progress, identify what's working well, and focus on these areas. Then there's the maturation phase. This is where your efforts start generating significant passive income. You've reached a point of maturity in your income generating assets. So continue to monitor and strategically manage those income streams. They're the phases, but how does that actually look in reality? Building a web presence or blog requires research, content generation, like writing, video, optimization and marketing. Investing in shares, you need to spend time researching, understanding what you know and are comfortable in, while committing to a process of investing over the long term. Even property investment merely goes beyond buying and collecting rent, requiring active management and liaising between property managers once you've done all the hard work selecting and financing a property. The beauty, though, of active engagement is seeing the results. Your effort turns into growth. Your time translates into progress. And yes, eventually your efforts in active management can lead to more consistent and reliable income, even when you're not actively working. But never lose sight of the fact that passive income doesn't mean no effort. It's about building something substantial over time that requires less direct intervention. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-rich-smart approach. In our household, we're building passive income streams by being active and participating in growing assets. Like me, trying to do more videos and content here, adding to our portfolio of ETFs, monetizing our skills to freelance, all examples of actively building passive income. So is passive income a myth? Not quite, but it's not a starting point, it's the destination. It's the reward for understanding, engaging, and managing your money actively. Real financial freedom isn't about shortcuts or magic solutions. It's about effort, wisdom, and perseverance. And guess what? You've got what it takes. It's not about sitting back and waiting for success to come to you. It's about standing up, diving in, and actively shaping your financial future. The passive income dream might take some effort to accomplish, but you're in control and the rewards are waiting. So go out and actively get them.